Now, let's talk about Nico Williams and Eze. Now, both of them have been linked to Arsenal, but which one can we get and which one would you guys prefer getting if both of them were available and we had to make a choice? Now, different roles, but Eze can also play as a winger. But let's start with Nico Williams news, and this is the latest on him. Sources with a close understanding of Nico Williams' situation have informed court Offset that there is a long list of suitors pursuing the player this summer, though Arsenal and Chelsea are the ones advancing for the moment, with Arsenal ready to pay his 58 million euro release clause. So, according to reports, the Arsenal and Chelsea are the ones advancing on the Nico Williams deal. Chelsea want him, but I've heard Chelsea fans saying this is not realistic for them. They're not going to pay the wages, they're not going to pay that fee. Why would Nico Williams want to move to them in terms of Conference League? So if it's up to us, between us and Chelsea, and not really the Barcelonas of this world, would you be confident in getting this deal done and you're not worried about Chelsea at all? You'd be like, okay, it's only us in Chelsea. Let's do it quickly before anyone else comes in. This is a very possible one. Or would you be like, nah, this is too easy. There's obviously a couple of teams that would come in for him as well.
Now, if it's between us and Chelsea, I would be very confident because he's signed a new deal in December, and that deal raised him to 200,000. That 200,000 is the same amount of money that Chelsea told Michael Olise, we are not giving you that. We are not paying 220,000 for you in your bank account every single weekend. So that puts Chelsea out. So we are definitely in front. And also, I look at Chelsea. There was a time when Chelsea were attractive. I'm talking about times when they signed Eden Hazard over Arsene Wenger's head. They signed Oscar. They signed, a couple of interesting players there. Juan Mata. They could snatch players of Man United, of Arsenal, of a couple of other clubs. And many people said because they had Roman Abramovich, but also they were attractive. They were on the rise. They were winning title. Go and check when Chelsea became successful. It was between 2005, and that period where they literally signed the superstars or the young superstars that were coming up. So for me, at the moment, Chelsea are unattractive. They are that woman that thinks, I'm still beautiful, I'm still young. Yet you're not still beautiful. You're not, or you're not young. You're old, and your wrinkles are showing, and you need a bit of makeup. So what Arsenal have done here is we've gone and realized that we are no longer young, fresh. We have, patched up ourselves and we look nice. So I think Nico Williams, in terms of project, because that should be his priority, right? I don't think such a player at this age is going to be thinking about who can give me 300,000, less than a year later after I started earning 200,000 a week. No, I don't think so. And I actually think if he moves to a club like Arsenal or Chelsea, he would still keep his wages at 200. They might not increase exponentially. He might keep his wages at around 200. And then maybe within the next 3 years, he develops and he starts earning the 300s of this world. So for me, Chelsea massively behind Arsenal. If I say Arsenal have 60% a chance to sign him, Chelsea outrate them at 30%. Now, they're good with youngsters. They're good with just triggering release clauses and doing deals, but we have already seen they have a financial problem, and it's not that they don't have the money. They spent a lot of money somewhere to an extent that now they have to spend while looking over the shoulder. So this is a deal that looks very good for them, but I don't see them rivaling Arsenal. I don't see them, beating us to such a deal. Am I afraid we might see another club? It's too easy. Yes, it's too easy. You have these Merseyside Lumpens that have not signed anyone. So they're there just looking around, lying to us that they are, still welcoming Onslaught. No, you're not. You're actually studying the market as well because it's a very difficult market. You're looking at Arsenal moves. You're looking at Man United moves. You're looking at Chelsea moves, you're looking at what is everyone doing in order for you to go and start popping up your business. So I think it's too easy, Glenn. It's too easy. 48 million pounds, 58 million euros. How today Kudus, we know that his release clause is active. You know how much it is? 85 million. 85 million. So if Kudus is 85 million, Pedro Neto's price has been set at 60 million pounds, not euros. This is crazy. Like, Nico Williams deal is a crazy one. So I think we'll have a couple of suitors there. I'm surprised that Bayern didn't think about him before thinking about Michael Olise. Probably it was a Vicente Kompany thing. He wants him personally. But I think we'll see 2-3 clubs ready to trigger the release clause, and may the best team win.
So we are definitely ahead of Chelsea in terms of that. We have a settled project. Chelsea have a new manager. So in terms of that, we are leading a lot of teams. I can just tell them, listen, we don't know what to expect from Maresca and Chelsea over here. You're going to play here. Saka is going to play here. Odegaard is going to play here. You're going to get a lot of opportunities at Arsenal. And on top of that, we can give you that 200K. And on top of that, we can offer you Champions League football, something that Bilbao can't and something that Chelsea can't. Arsenal can offer you that. Come here and we're going to give you everything, every single benefit. Now, the only worry, as we discussed the other day, is we could tell them, okay, what if he asks, well, you have Martinelli though, you have Trossard, you have Saka. Am I really going to play? What's my role here? I don't want to really be a bench player and rotate, Chelsea are telling me I'm going to take over the left side, or Liverpool are telling me I'm going to take over the left side. Okay, let's actually forget Liverpool for now, because probably that would be a bigger competition, but they're saying it's only just us and Chelsea advancing. Or if you tell him, listen, Chelsea are going to play every single day, how would you try to convince him in terms of that?
Now, listen, for footballers, I think now they notice this. Squads are becoming bigger. That's the first and foremost. But also, you've got to have the right mentality, I think, to play for a club like Arsenal. I think if you are a player that can't stand to fight competition of Trossard, who is approaching 30 or already in his 30s, and a Gabriel Martinelli, who's your age mate, your mentality is not right for Arsenal. With Michael Olise going to Bayern, Bayern have Musiala, Gnabry and Sane. And Sane and Coman, by the way. So if he's gone to that competition, if he's gone to that level of competition, that is the right mentality. So I think Williams at the moment, what you're telling him is, we are working on the next biggest project. We want to be part of that, of the biggest project in Europe, like the Starlings were part of the biggest project, at Man City, like Vinicius is part of the Madrid project, and Rodrigo. Just imagine Rodrigo has told Madrid, I'm going nowhere. Like, I have a place here and I'll fight for it. So for me, it's about just approaching his mentality, just giving him the guarantee that you're not going to be on the sidelines. We don't have favorites. You are meriting the performance, the signature to Arsenal, and you will merit you starting in the squad with your performances. It's as simple as that. Look at Emile Smith-Rowe, one of the best players at Arsenal 3 years ago. 2 years later, has not kicked a ball at Arsenal, and Arsenal have scored more goals in those years. They have defended better, they have controlled more games, and they have come closer to winning the Premier League twice. Back in the Champions League quarterfinals, of the Champions League, and you're like, okay, how did I miss all this? If you're Emile Smith-Rowe, so for me, you would give him assurances, obviously, that Saka is not going to be playing as many minutes as he's been playing, with injuries, without an option. You will be that option. You will always give us that different option. If we need a tactical change, if we need to do this and this is how we visualize you in the squad. But most importantly, you've got to appeal to his mentality. You're a young guy. You're coming here to, build a dynasty, and you're not building a dynasty without competition.